So let's talk about being the ultimate trash bin. So supposedly, I don't know if that's a rumor. I heard that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are splitting apart. We all saw this coming. Like, I don't understand how people don't see it coming, certain things coming in life, because all these stories have been written before. Just same old ish, just a different day. Different faces, same storylines, same plots. What I don't understand is why is it when you are the mistress who for some reason feels like they plan on being the number one, taking you from your spouse, fancying your spouse and your lifestyle knowingly. Why don't you realize that you will eventually be left? Why do people feel like they could start a relationship in boo boo? Like your relationship, you started it in caca, right? You are a mistress, a mistress. A mistress can never become a number one. Let me repeat this. A mistress can never become a number one. First of all, you both started off on disrespecting each other. Imagine being a mistress and becoming the now wife or significant other and thinking that you are going to get disrespect. Do you really think you're going to get or respect anyway? I feel like it's a narcissistic behavior actually on the part of the mistress and the part of the person cheating, the husband, right? Because you as a woman feel that you can shift this person into something new. Think about it. You, let's say if you're the mistress, right? And the man leaves his wife and comes with you. You have sat and watched this man be the most vile person to his wife. You have sat and watched him cheat and lie, sneak out, probably say the most despicable things about his wife. Sometimes his wife was the person that had kids with him, been with him for years. So in your mind, this person should be one of the people he should be the most loyal to. Can you imagine that? That a man was with someone who was so loyal to him, and yet he's so disloyal. You are a disloyal human being by nature. So now, when you come or this person leaves this other relationship and gets with you, do you really think he's going to be loyal to you? No. Can you even ask for loyalty? No. Because you know what? You are also a person that lies and cheats with him. Now, depending on the type of mistress you are, you could have been a goater, right? Because I believe Gabrielle Union was a goater. She liked to compete with other women. She liked to show other women that she is the one. She won a prize. I made it. But what prize you winning? Boo boo breath? Because for you to keep that man now, you're gonna have to do tricks. And them tricks ain't for kids. There's a lot of these women that are the second wife, right? Who came about or the second girl, main person, whatever, who came about this relationship through deception and the tricks that they're doing to keep that man. You are being pimped out more than than a girl on the strip. You cooking, you cleaning, you watching his kids and everything for trinkets. Oh, he gave me a purse. He's good to me. Oh, he bought this. He's good to me. I mean, technically, you're just a common whore. Let's just be honest. You are literally a common whore. And then you become so dissatisfied because I'm going to be honest with you. If you are a deep pick me, the way I see Miss Union was, the things you going to have to do, the handstands, because now you got pride, but you got the wrong pride. You got pride to show society, not pride to be like, I want to be happy. No, you have pride to show, I'm going to show the world that I was right. I'm gonna show my mom, all those people that said I wouldn't get this man. Now you working hard for the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? You working hard to watch, to be in, you know, multiple intimate relationships for a man. Your coochie tired. Your mouth tired, your finger tired. Ou fatigué. Because you're doing so much to be with this guy. The worst thing you could do is do flips and backflips for a man. Cause he gonna make you a gymnast. And this is why usually the wife, she will get her karma. We love that. You see, wives, we like to get our karma. That karma for us is real. We sit back and we watch. First of all, most of the men living like this live the most, like the worst lifestyles. They drinking, they're smoking. It's not like they're leveling up and becoming a better person, right? They're becoming more of a demon, right? So most of the time, their health is going down. Let's think about it. By the age of what, 45? Let's be honest. By the age of 45, most men are going down. This is why I don't even understand why half of these men talk about, oh, in my 40s, older men. No, you're going down just like your penis, you're going down. You're approaching ED, erectile dysfunction. Listen, your penis is not what it was when it was 20. Let's be honest. A lot of these men, what they were when they were 20 is not what they were when they were 45. You got back pains, you got knee swelling, hypertension, especially because of the lifestyle they live, right? And lying, cheating is stressful. It starts to wear on your body. All that deception, all the juggling, the people you trying to out trick, right? It gets exhausting. It becomes so exhausting emotionally, mentally to be lying all the time, right? And now that you enter into this new relationship, somewhere in your mind as a man, if you're smart, but either way, you realize you're getting old. So if you get with a younger woman, there's a power dynamic. If you get with a younger woman, there's a power dynamic. That woman knows she's younger. And if you have kids and she doesn't have kids, if she's smart, she knows she doesn't have kids or her kids are older. And if she's real smart, she's never going to get pregnant for you. Oh no. Because the pregnancy is entrapping you. It's not entrapping him, it's entrapping you. See, never get pregnant. Don't do that. But you're going to have to do tricks. I have never seen an outside woman be the person who the man stays with. And if she does, he's going through hell or she's going through hell or mutually. And I love that for them. I love it for them. I know because I'm in this situation. I love it. Actually, to be quite honest, for women who are like that, who want to be evil like that, I'm actually waiting for you to get pain, to be quite honest. Because, see, you thought you were so special that you could do me in. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm waiting for is what you don't know. I know the possible extent of this man's evilness, which is why I left. See, you don't see that, but I know it. And there's things that I might know that he might have said on the way out I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it to myself because now I'm petty and I'm evil. I can be petty and evil. See, the wife, we can be petty and evil just by way of just not saying nothing. We're not gonna say nothing to you. See, our pettiness is not warning you. And we might have said some things here and there, but then if you're smart, you don't say nothing. No, no, no. You stay quiet. As a wife, stay quiet. Let them have that. Because you already know that that man is going to look at that woman and tell her to shut up. See, when you're the other woman and you become the main woman off of, um, I'm going to snatch that, snatch that, snatch that. Your job now is to shut up and take it. Society, nobody wants to hear your cries. Nobody wants to hear cries. Just shut up and be abused. That's what you have to do. If you want to stay, if you want to stay, you have to shut up and be abused now. Be abused now. And you probably are going to shut up for a while and be abused because, of course, you wanted to prove that you're the one so bad. You wanted to prove that you're number one. And to be in that number one spot, you're going to have to pay. Now, I know that the level of therapy that you're going to have to go through is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Yes. Because that man is going to, is now going to say, you saw who I was. You saw the stuff I was doing. Now you acting brand new. Why are you acting brand new? Why are you demanding these new things from this person after he left his family for you? That's what he's going to tell you. I left my family for you. And most women, unfortunately, feel guilty. They're not going to say F you. No, no, no. They're going to feel guilty. So they're going to stay. So I already know that you're either going to suffer. Sometimes he might take you out. And if he doesn't take you out physically, he definitely will emotionally destroy you. He will emotionally destroy you. And this is how us wives, the first wives, we get our karma. We just sit and watch. We know that that 45-year-old man is going down physically. We're not going to tell you about his back pain, his knee pain. We're not going to tell you about his family history of cancer. We're not going to say nothing because we just going on the sidelines, laugh, chuckle. That's it. That's what we do. That's it. But we know that we escaped the matrix and you're just getting into that twilight zone. See, now I'm going to be honest. If you did me wrong, because for you to do me wrong, you had to do a lot. Okay? And back in the days, you had to do a lot to do me wrong. If you did me wrong, I'm waiting for your karma. And now, if I have kids with you, by default, I'm stuck. So adjacent, by way of adjacency, I'm gonna know what's going on. I'm not even gonna look for what's going on, but I'm gonna hear. And when I hear, I'm gonna go, ooh, and I'm just gonna be smiling and laughing. I don't even have to do it to you, cause you're gonna do it to yourself. See, that's the thing with people that have no character, that don't respect people. I don't have to do it to you. The descension on the way down from the started from the bottom, now we're here. That drop, that deep dive is so fast. Ask Puffy how many people he did wrong. How, no one feels sorry for you, actually. No one feels sorry for you. We're actually laughing at you. We're laughing at you. I laugh at people that get their just due. I don't feel any qualms. I'm not praying for you. I'm not that kind of Christian. Okay? I'm a little bit of a Canaanite Christian. I tell people that. I'm not praying for you. I'm not wishing you well. Not really. I'm actually wishing your destruction. Now, I don't know if all women are like this, but low key, I'm wishing you emotional pain on earth and purgatory. somewhere between still living and surviving, because unfortunately we have kids, but surviving enough to make sure my kids are financially taken care of until I'm out the door. That's how I really feel. And I feel like that 10 toes down because let's be honest, you felt like I was subhuman. That's why you could treat me that way, right? Right? So I know Gabrielle Union's getting that same vibe from Dwayne Wade's first wife. You see Dwayne Wade's first wife? She is me, I am her. And there are a lot of us out there living our best life. We left and we ain't coming back. We're not going back to anything near close relatable to that. See, the first wives, if you're smart, if you're a smart first wife, you don't ever get remarried again. No. Maybe if you're lucky, you might find someone you might date. But most of the time, you sit, you don't get married, and you get your alimony because time is money, money is time. And you wasted my time. I should be able to sue you because you committed womb deception. Okay? But okay, you wasted my time and I know the energy I gave. So what you do as the wife is you don't get in another relationship. No, why would you do that? If you gave 15, 20, 17 years, 8 years, 10 years of your life, why would you get into another relationship? For what? Because now your patience is short. You're not going to get with someone and stay with them because now you know what the buffoonery is if you marry them anyway. You might get into some kind of relationship, maybe, but marriage, no. If you're smart, you don't move a man in your house. You keep all your assets, you build assets on your own. And whatever stipend you're getting from being married, you build. If you get a second property, third property, and you build your assets, you have your love in where you get your love. And most people, I'm gonna be honest with you, most women, we get our love from our family and our friends. It's
Right.
never really the man. They're not the person that check on you, ask you if you're okay, visit you at the hospital. Most of them don't. Some women have it, but most of them don't. And while that man spends his money for the vag, because he gonna spend his money, right? Let him spend his money for the vag. Most of the time, they end up being alone. I work at the hospital, okay? Like I said, 45. They 5 minutes away from their penis retracting inside. You know when you gotta get the condom catheter because now you can't control your urine. You urinating all over the place, right? So now the tech or the nurse or the healthcare provider has to go inside to look for the penis because it's retracting. It's going inside. Half of these men are 5 minutes away from a retractable penis. Okay? From a coyote. You know what a coyote is? A militant. Okay? We Haitians. Half of them are on their way down. The one thing that would have had you have love is loyalty, and you don't have that. The loyalty you're getting from said woman is a loyalty on lease. This is a leasing loyalty. When your money is gone, the loyalty is gone. Hey, I'm here for it. Let's repeat this. When the money is gone, the loyalty will be gone. And then it's over. You in a nursing home, you in the hospital, you getting contraction because nobody come visit you. Your legs contracting, you can't move no more. You know, you boo booing on your butt. If you've been drinking, you got a flexi seal inside your anus hole. This is what's really gonna happen to most of these. You've been drinking so much, you got a flexi seal, which is a string that goes inside your rectum for the feces to go in a bag because you can't control your ability to defecate no more. Your liver finished from drinking. Okay? This is all the stuff that's going on. You got a tube in every section. This is really what's going to go on with a lot of these men when they hit a certain age. That lifestyle. If you've been smoking, you had to get a lung replacement now. You always on nebulizer. Okay. You got a big old tube of phlegm. You see, this is why we don't need to do nothing to you. We don't need to do karma. See, the way you are living, you're living foul. It ain't your style. The way you are living will come back to haunt you. The way you are living will come back to haunt you. Okay. I mean, the way where you might have some money now and everything like that, but you already created so many enemies. A lot of these people create enemies, and a lot of female enemies. A lot of it. Now, Dwayne Wade might have like a good amount of money, but he might get to a point he might choose somebody. But after he chooses the person, they're not gonna stay with you. As soon as you can't talk and you laying in the bed, you're in that bed for 6 or 5 months, they're not gonna stay with you. They just gonna take money out the account. I know I'm a woman. That's what I would do. If I was playing that role, I would not be faithful to you. I'm telling you right now. If I'm playing that role, I'm not going to be faithful to you because I know I had to endure disrespect to stay with you. I know I had to do things to stay with you, and that venom on the way back, that payback. See, women, we like our payback delayed. We like to delay our payback, okay? Some of us do things, some of us don't. But us not that Tyler Perry movie. You see what I'm saying? That push you in the water. Now she was nice because she started to take care of him. See, that wouldn't have been me. That wouldn't have been me. You would have had stage 4 ulcers on your back from laying in your fecal matter. See, that's gonna be me. And actually, that's a lot of women. You're gonna have that stage 4 ulcer. Oh, budsman, okay? Adult abuse is a real thing. Now, I'm not going to say it's abusive because I'm not really doing anything. I'm just not going to do my best to help you. I'm going to do the bare minimum the way you did the bare minimum. And either that or you depend on men. And most of the men don't come and visit men. Okay? We work in healthcare facilities. How many men get visited by men? It's usually your mother, your sister, your cousins. Okay? If you were a good man, yes, you have so many people to come and visit you. But if you are evil, if you are using your money for evil intentions, if we were using your money for evil intentions, oh, no one cares for you. No one cares for you. Nobody. Okay. Nobody's going to care. And if I tell you how many people I have seen in these healthcare facilities, men that never get visited, nobody calls, nobody visits. This is an indication of who you are. Maybe the kids might, if you got some kids and you weren't that bad, they might come and visit you. And the problem is, especially in the community, okay, a lot of you men don't even value your kids. So they're not visiting you either. Okay. A lot of you men are not getting visited by your kids. Who was the rapper that didn't get visited by his kids? Was it Old Dirty Bastard? No. Was it somebody, one of these rappers? His friend was online like, his kids need to come visit him. No. If you did wrong by your kids, I know some men right now who have kids. They don't even come and see them. How you don't even come and see your own kids? How you don't how is it you don't love your own seed? Payback. Everything comes full circle. Everything comes full circle. And this is why you see a lot of women who I I I promise you, I've been around women all my life. I'm a woman. And I know women who have been wives. I know some women who have been the other woman. Those men, they don't respect you when you're the other woman. Listen, I know somebody who said when I was a husband, I thought I could have a concubine. These men see you as a concubine, a funnel to which to drop their seminal fluid. They say things just to keep you there. They don't like you. And this is why you have to shut up and take it. This is why you should not really, you don't have to do that, but if you decide to come into that role, don't expect to be respected because you came in on disrespect. When you come in on disrespect, that's how it's going to be. You get nothing. You're not going to get the respect of the children because if you came in on disrespect of the wife has a large say and she don't respect you. Why would me as a wife make it so that I tell my children to befriend my enemy? Why would I do that? This is just common sense, right? It's not like you came in and you didn't do anything to me or something like that. But if you come into a relationship on destruction to take, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these women do other things that are malicious, like Miss Gabrielle Union. They try to defile your children, turn them against you, introduce them into said lifestyle because you have to realize that that woman is being abused by this man now. So the payback goes to the child. They have access to the child, right? So now when you mistreat her, your child will be who gets that energy. And then she's going to remember that she didn't like you. So your child is going to be the person that receives that energy. And this is why a lot of these kids are messed up. A lot of these men are introducing their child to their mistress. Your mistress is never the friend of your child. Your mistress is never the friend of your child. First, you taught her to hate your wife. You taught her to disrespect your wife. Now your wife shares half of the genetic material of your child, and you think that that woman is going to fully respect your child? You know, children go through transition. They're going to be loyal to their mother. Children are loyal to their mother. Yes. So when they give an attitude, first of all, just being separated in general, when you separate from somebody, right? Those children in general feel uncomfortable with somebody new. Kids are used to who they're used to. Some of these men are putting these kids in situations at the age of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? That transition, you trying to make this person a surrogate nanny for your child. Your child, I was a child. I don't like her. See, I don't like the new person. You're never going to like the new person because I'm going to see you as an intruder, intruder, intruder. Right? Most kids, even within a marriage, they only know their mom. Kids stick by their mom's skirt. They don't talk to strangers. Now you, the father, is telling the kid, not even within a short amount of time, be friend with this stranger. Be friend with this person that hurt your mother. What kid wants to do that? No kid wants to do that. So you can't get angry sometimes when these kids are having attitudes. They're not talking to your girlfriend. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. And now you're teaching your child to go against their instinct, their feeling, because they love you. That's another manipulation in itself. Teaching your child, since you love me, you should do this. And it's the same thing that you are expecting your wife to do. And this is exactly why a man who didn't love his wife can't love his child. Not completely. Because now the same thing you are asking your wife to do because you love me. I'm your husband. You should do it for me. Now you're invoking that same trauma on your child. And many times, men don't even wait. They don't even give things time for emotionally for a child to transition. They're like 1 month, 2 month, three, boom, we're in it. Can you imagine? You're asking a child within a 1 month period of you leaving, 2 months, 3 months, or whatever, or not even that, to now pick up their emotions and say, befriend this person. For a child to be okay with a person, a mother usually is the person that says, "Oh, okay, you know what? Say hi." We teach our kids don't talk to strangers all the time. Most of the men are not in the house. They're not there. They're not there. Now the reason why Dwayne Wade's child was able to transition like that is because see that brainwashing happened so young at a vulnerable time. Now I'm not saying it was just Gabrielle Union's fault, but definitely she played a part in the kerfufflery. She played a part in that. Of course, to keep the man, right? To be the pick me, we will sacrifice the child. Anything to be the chosen one, right? And many men have no problem sacrificing their child for their pleasure. They forget they were children. A lot of men forget they were children. They forget what that feeling felt like. Right? A lot of men forget what it felt like to be left by your daddy. A lot of men forget what it felt like to not be the wanted child. Because a lot of y'all men are outside children. You're bastard children, unwanted children. Like there's a Haitian song called Petit Dieu, outside child. You're outsides. And being an outside child, you felt unwanted. I'm going to gamble and say sometimes you resent your child for feeling wanted, as they used to be outside child, unwanted child. And if you didn't deal with those emotions, you have no problem evoking that trauma on your child. Why does your child get to live the life of feeling like a happy child and being with their mom and their dad in the house? I didn't get it. I didn't get to live that life. You'll be fine. I went through that. A lot of you guys, your daddy issues are so strong. There's a little bit of hate and jealousy at the innocence of a child, which is why you're so readily available to rip it away. You're readily available. I'm going to add the mistress too. Some of y'all mistresses are outside daughters, mistreated daughters, never felt chosen by a man, maybe by your man, by your daddy, by your mother. And this is why you can rip the innocence away from a child. Because really, if you're in a relationship with someone, if you are going to be with that person for a long amount of time, what is the rush? What is the rush in brainwashing your child to trust somebody? What is that rush? You know what the rush is? It's because in your heart somewhere you despise the happiness of your child that you never got. You're like when you're unhappy, being close to happiness. This is why a lot of you women, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful because there's a lot of women that like to try and say, I can fix this person. It's not your job to fix somebody. Oh, I can make them happy. No, you can't. An unhappy person is so deeply unhappy. The presence of your joy is a nuisance. It's annoying. That's another reason why the mistress, usually, even if she'll pick me, will get destroyed. Because there is no level to what she will do will make that man happy. Gabrielle, she accepted outside child. He don't even talk to the outside child no more. She accepted boo boo butt. She accepted I don't know what else. Other men's and them's allegedly from what they heard. She accepted wasting her years of her womb for this man because he wasn't going to impregnate her, right? He wanted to see how much she was going to accept. And yet, even as you accepted everything, you still were the trash. You became the trash bin. You became the fatra, the basura. You become the basura, the trash. Because there was no level to what you will accept that will make this person happy. You thought if I do this, he gonna be happy. If I put one finger in his butt, he gonna be happy. Oh, okay. If I go to these, you know, how you doing? How you doing? If I go to these how you doing flag situations, he gonna be happy. And God forbid he's a man undercover. Oh my God. Those hidden flag people, they are the most narcissistic people ever. They want everything. They are so that is a man times 28 evil because they want everything. They want the person to give them power, give them everything, give them children, a womb, all these things for nothing. And yet still get ultimate pleasure for a man. You will never please somebody like that. You're never going to please them. There is no level of how low can you go, which will be low enough. You are in Dante's Inferno, in the depths of Hades, okay? You are burning in hell 12 times over. That's what's going to happen. And this is why the pick me, the mistress pick me, I'm going to do better, I'm going to be better woman. See, we get our karma. The first wife, we get our karma because what we know and what you don't know is that there is never any level of how low you will go which will make this man happy and you will be accepted. So by the time you figure this out, most women have self-destructed. You see that? And in the end, if you were smart, if you were the first wife and you didn't go and jump on some bandwagon and bring some boo-boo or homosexual into your house, you still getting your alimony. If you didn't marry a bum, you still getting your alimony. You got your peace of mind. Okay, if your children manage to escape and not be true traumatized, if you made your house a safe haven, you have your children, you're happy with your children, you go on vacation with your children, you do happy things with your children. Let that man's house be the cesspool and let you be the haven. You retire, you save some money, and you got people that love you. But as the woman that makes these choices, you trash. You trash. You know what? I wish there was a documentary on being the other woman and they were honest because a lot of women lie. A lot of women like to play, like to make a front. Married women like to do that too. They like to lie and make believe everything is okay. When you the mistress, ooh, that faking the front is double down. It's 10 toes double down on the perception of how you started, the doubling down of faking happiness. Oh, it's annoying. And there's a couple of people that do that I've watched. The Wades, oh my God, they were so annoying. That fake happiness, that, oh yeah, we're so happy, we're so happy, we're so happy. Yeah, lies, lies. And I knew it. I used to be laughing, like, okay, whatever. hmm Okay, boo boo breath, you happy. Yes, yes. Yeah. I hope that money's right, right? And oh, we can add, you know who else is in the fake happy category? The- Okay, Mr. Hart. Mr. Hart and his side chick that became the wife. Oh my God. I know people are assuming that just because, she has the look, the aesthetic that she's happy, but please, okay? We all know now that a lot of these exoticals are just in hell on earth. Now, if they're smart, they got married. Listen, Kevin Hart's wife escaped happily. She is living probably her best life, okay? She gets her alimony, she gets her money. She don't have to screw this little dwarf, okay? She don't gotta mess with that munchkin from Munchkin Land no more. His alcohol, his drinking, you know, his fake toxicity. Girl, no more children. Her children are older because she was in that relationship at a younger age. She can be the good person. She could be the person that's not forcing her kids to have to smile and chuck a luck, you know? Because these little coons over here, these coon Negroes, make their child, ooh, have to child smile for the camera with their exotical. Smile for the camera. Okay, we don't have to deal with that no more. Quiet is kept. If you were a woman in your 40s, God forbid you chose somebody and he turned into whatever, which is a lot of us. And if you didn't put yourself in a position to recommit again with a crazy idiot, or if you by happen chance found a unicorn that was a good man, you're living your best life. You're living your best life. Okay? Because these men are suffering. They're suffering. A lot of these men are suffering. For a piece of pum pum, they're suffering. Okay? They're suffering. They're gonna pay out. They're gonna give money. Because and as you should give money. Because you can't keep on making these many families and not paying for it. The government ain't paying for it. We don't want to pay for your children. Okay? It's your responsibility to pay for your offsprings. For your little bastard children that you put up in this earth. Okay, nobody wants to pay for that. Okay, and I love children, but I don't want to pay for that. So it's your job to pay. It's not, you're not doing any favors. Okay, it's your duty. I know that's a word that a lot of people don't use nowadays. I did this for I did, that is called a duty. Okay, a duty. Okay, you have to pay a duty. It is your responsibility. You got someone pregnant, it's your duty. And if we're honest, a lot of these men say a lot of things. They give a lot of fake promises. So I'm sure on some level, Mr. Wade gave a lot of promises to Union, allegedly. Okay. I'm sure he gave a lot of promises. I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave that. And the promises kept on falling apart. Okay. These promises from some of these men are like, are like the peace treaty between the United States and the Native Americans. Okay. Within 3 months, we are the accords have not been according. Okay, the accords are never according, and this goes back to character, principle, and the person. If you are a liar, you will always be a liar. If you are lying to the person that you are married with, had kids with, been with 5, 10 years, who are you going to be with me? This is what I want to know. Like, if you are lying, in my mind, this is how I think. Okay. And this is actually how men think because they won't take you like that, but they expect you to take them like that. Some of these narcissistic men. If you are lying to a woman you've been with for 15, 10, 5, 6 years, and and you've been expecting her to be your Coretta Scott King. Shout out to the actor that said, I need you to be more like Coretta Scott King. And she been your Coretta Scott King, and you still cheating with them white women. Okay? You still cheating with them white women like Mr. King? Come on now. Actually, that's the most loyal he could be. The first wife was the most loyal he could be. After that, he ain't gonna be loyal to nobody. Especially because most of these men are non-spiritual at all. They are a lot of these men nowadays are non-spiritual. You're with a demon. You're seeing that he was a demon. You're seeing he was a warlock. And now you expected him to be an archangel. Come on. Come on now. Come on. It's downhill from there. It's downhill from there. These men have no fear of God. We knew that Dwayne Wade was going to go downhill. We knew that. Just by the way of him accepting that his child is going to a gay parade. What? You want a young 11-year-old to go to gay parade? Oh, I'm in tri-state. Let's be honest. We know a lot of these men in the gay community are overly promiscuous. Overly promiscuous. Why do you think the AIDS numbers are so high? Why do you think the syphilis numbers are high? Listen, I used to work at a plasma center. I used to work at a plasma center. And you know when you give plasma, you gotta give your blood and they do the test. Whoo! You know what? If you want to know some things about your man, go to the plasma center and be like, okay, I'm gonna wait for you. If you get denied, ask some questions. Because if your blood ain't right, they gonna deny you. If you've been having sex with men, you can't give plasma. You know that, right? You know they still don't allow men who are with men to give plasma and blood. And a lot of that is because one, when you're having that type of interaction, the sphincter, that area is so sensitive, the friction of that area will tear and there will be blood transmission. And the skin is practically more dry. It's not like the front, it's not like the bubon, it's not like the vagina. The vagina has folds. It opens. It gets moist. It gets wet. No, unless she don't like you. If she don't like you, she ain't never get wet. But okay, or she's in pain. But that could be because you're not doing your job. But that person is not. That person is not going to leave a transaction and not have a high instance of getting some kind of STD straight into the bloodstream. By the way, okay. Anal sex is straight into the bloodstream, straight, direct. If there was something that person got, direct. You know, medication transmits in the anus directly. All those blood vessels down there, hey, directly. And these men, I mean, just if you just go onto the gay side of YouTube and you hear them talking, the amount of men they're sleeping with, the promiscuity in that community is crazy. Sleeping with like probably hundreds of people in a year, if not more. How you expect not to have high levels of STDs? First of all, the anus is already someplace you shouldn't be doing stuff with. But even after that, the amount of people that you're going in and out of, it's probability in numbers. That's all it is. It's probabilities in numbers. And this is why a lot of girls, y'all, they talk about this whole like, oh, a woman should be able to, yeah, it'd be nice, I guess, if you could get your rocks off all the time. But you keep on sleeping with all these people, you're going to catch something. It's probabilities and numbers. Probabilities and numbers. The more you do, the more you're going to catch. You know what? Who's to say that Mrs. Union, allegedly, might not have caught something? Because there's a lot of bacteria in the feces. There's a lot of bacteria in feces. And if you allowing your man, not allowing, but if you're in acceptance, because people gonna do what they're gonna do. If you're in acceptance to be in a relationship like that, he only telling you some of what he doing. He ain't telling you everything. You better not be sleeping with that man. And he got money? Shoot. Listen, hetero men with money sleep around. I'm not gonna tell you about how you doing. Rainbow men with money? Oh, and some of them are so greedy. Some of them are so. have sexual gluttony. There's too many men out here that have sexual gluttony. They want to sleep with a man, they want to sleep with a woman, they want to sleep with, and they want to be promiscuous with men and women. And whenever the pleasure takes them, because nothing will stop a man from getting his pleasure, he will be up in the hole of a woman too. See, that's why the AIDS rate for black women is so high. Because a lot of you women are accepting the boo boo. See, a lot of you women are accepting that fake king stuff. Back in the days when we was in Africa, we was all kings. No, we weren't all kings. We were not all kings. That's one. And secondly, I don't know who told black women that slavery for women in general wasn't a general consensus around the world. Okay. Because the first slave was a woman. The first slave was a woman. And black women were definitely in some enslavement. That polyamorous relationship, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that polyamorous. These polyamorous men, okay, they are crazy. They are gluttonous, greedy. These men that want to sleep in open relationships, greedy. I've never seen these open relationships last. Greed. There's a lot of greed going on. See, God said greed is a sin. Greed of all kinds. Sexual greed. We're going to talk about sexual greed. Sexual greed is a sin. Who's the sin? Within that relationship, because there seems to be a lot of sexual greed going on, okay? That after sleeping around, that Miss Union might not have allegedly caught some things. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Y'all trying to tell me in Hollywood stuff ain't going around? The clap, chlamydia, syphilis, AIDS, because you see that Instagram model that got AIDS, where'd she get it from? She was sleeping with somebody, and y'all all sharing the same people. Y'all all sharing the same people. Ooh, it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a STD by the toe. No, y'all getting something. This whole new world of, yeah, we're gonna be open, open, open. There's gonna be consequences for that. There's gonna be when your hair falling out. There's gonna be consequences to that. Some of y'all can't have no kids. Listen, some of you people can't have kids, and quiet is kept. It's because of an STD. Okay, who's to say that some of the reasons why said union couldn't have kids is because she caught an STD that messed up her, okay, her whole reproductive system. Us women were very sensitive. We are very sensitive. And you with a man that's sleeping around? First of all, the feces thing, like men going into your butt and into your vagina, a lot of y'all women getting UTIs all the time. It's called microbacteria, okay? The anus will always have E. coli in it. Let's say it again. The anus, okay? There is E. coli, okay? I'm in the health field. There is E. coli in the anus. And there's something called microbacteria. Micro meaning too small to see. So just because you wash and you flush your anus does not mean that there is not still caca in your anus. You have to realize the anus is part of the GI tract, okay? Your intestine, large intestine, small intestines, okay? They say when they stretch your intestines, it's the size of a football field. There's always feces in your tract. Always. Always. Now, there might be some light brown, some very, very pastel, but there's feces. And some of you guys are allowing these men to go in your boo-boo and go in your vajayjay. And feces carries a lot of bacteria. Do you guys know that a lot of things you could catch through your feces? You know, during COVID, they said, you know, COVID could be caught a lot more easily through your fluids, through your feces and your urine. Okay? Okay, and now when you go in and you get that feces and you're like, it's clean, and they wiped it off, and then they go in your vagina, this is why your poom poom be sick. Y'all listening to these degenerate men, okay? These men are making your poom poom sick them. They make your poom poom sick. You got a sick poom poom. Hey, you make your poom poom sick. Hey, you got a sick poom. It's sac fait. Bubuno malade. Wa fait caca. Okay? I had to say that in my language. Bubuno malade, pasero caca. Sexiro caca, bubuno malade. If you get out of the ish, then your vajayjay won't be sick. Because these men are sick too. These men are sick too, by the way. These men be going to the hospital. Some of these men going to the hospital and their penis ain't working. They're getting erectile dysfunction at 30, 20. It's your lifestyle. It's your lifestyle. I'm sure that everything you get leaves a marcation. Everything you get. Yeah, they might give you this pill, which has side effects. Y'all read the pills. Get taking this pill might leave the side effects. Okay, they might they might give you this pill, and it might supposedly cure it. You know, or maybe remove it from a level of noticeability on your lab chart. Maybe. Okay, but you can't tell me that these things don't have an effect on your reproductive system, on the way your vagina is working, on the way your penis is working. You wondering why you dry. It could have been all that stuff you got. You wondering why your penis ain't standing. It could have been that stuff you got. You wondering why your sperm is slow. That boo boo in your sperm, the boo boo in your sperm. Okay? You're wondering why you can't hold your feces no more as a man. Okay? Why you gotta put a flexi seal in your butts? Because your sphincter is a rubber band, and the rubber band is only supposed to be for taking a dump. Okay, you going back and forth, creating all that friction. Okay, after a while, your sphincter tired, your anal sphincter tired. Some of these men got fissures. They got one hole where they because they getting stuff put in the bum bum, and now you having it with a mandingo whatchamacallit, and now he done perforated the inside of your anus, and now your anus dump is going into your scrotum. Come on, let's talk about some of these health things. Let's talk about some of these health things. Some of these things, you better be happy if you escape without any problems. Fertility is high. Let me tell you, I got a cousin that work in fertility, and if I tell you how many women are in fertility, hmm, why some of these women listen, some of these women had something and maybe it didn't show up physically, or maybe they didn't recognize their body, and they had whatever disease they had, and their reproductive system is obliterated. They can have no more kids. Now, if you have money, you might have some people lying to you saying, "Yeah, if you do this, you do that, yeah." But nah, your whole system's messed up. So now, when we're looking at this relationship with the Wades, and we're like, "Oh, they're not together." Come on, they didn't go through all that stuff. You know what? She probably resent that man for not being able to have kids. She probably resents him so bad for not being able to have kids. Like, oh, you done cheated on me. You had an outside kid. Now I'm watching your little bastard children, and now you want me to get boo boo in the butt, and and you still don't respect me, and I'm paying all these bills, and you make more money than me, and I can't have kids, and you still cheating. Nothing enough. Come on, y'all ain't see y'all couldn't see that that's not gonna last, or are they together and they just unhappy? There's that. But either way, it's still not lasting. The lasting isn't lasting. If you in a house together with someone and you're not happy and you feel depressed every time you're in their presence, the last is not lasting. That doesn't count as being together. If you're living on hell on earth inside your house with a man, y'all not really together. Okay? Let's just confirm this. So you lost either way. And we could see, everybody could see that you're unhappy. That fake smile you're putting on, the little books you're writing, it's flipping out, it's coming out of you. See, when you're unhappy, it permeates out of your skin. I'm an empath, okay? I could feel people's energy. When you're unhappy, you can feel it. It's something I had to learn, right? Because a lot of men you will say, "Are you happy? Are you happy?" And they'll say, "Yes, they're happy." And you think, "Oh, that's just their disposition." No, it's a lie. They're not happy. If you feel like a man is unhappy, believe it, because they're going to say they're happy and they're going to be doing things, cheating, lying, being emotionally distant, not being present. Maybe you're pregnant, the person isn't really showing up, not going to your appointments. When a guy don't really like you, he don't really like you. He don't really like you. And sometimes women, we make these excuses. He don't really like you. You a trash bin. You where the waste goes. Okay? Unfortunately, Gabrielle Union is where the waste goes. She's a septic tank. And there's a lot of you mistresses that are soon to be working to be septic tanks. Y'all started off at the bottom and you still here. You might have had a little fluctuation of happiness, oh, you went on a little vacation. No, but you're a septic tank because the person you're with is a septic. It's just trash. He is the septic and you're the tank. See, that's why you become the septic tank because he's trash. He don't love himself. How are you gonna expect someone who loves you to love you when they can't love themselves? Everything they do is in dishonesty. Everything they do is in dishonesty, and then they show you the dishonesty that they're doing to somebody else. That's the worst part. When you literally watch someone move in dishonesty in your face and you stay, you are signing up. You are signing up. You just made a covenant with the devil. And this is exactly why sometimes I don't feel bad for people like that. I don't feel bad for people like that. I'm like, really? See, I can understand if I didn't know and let's say I was the first wife or I was the girlfriend and I didn't know. I came in with these stipulations because see, a lot of men, they want to get a good girl because they're gonna come and they're going to fake being this good person. You come in with the stipulations and they are catfishing another person that they're not in front of your face, right? So they're hiding their true selves. See, I can understand if I got caught by someone who is hiding their true selves. I've never seen them do this, I've never seen them do that. But you come in and the person is blatantly in your face, this person. Hey, Jazzy, I pray for you. I pray. No, I don't. I don't pray for you, but I'm just saying it's gonna be a long time coming. And when it comes, girl, when it comes, oh Lord, I feel like people like that they lose lifespan. Like if you could have lived 60, 80 years, 40 years, now you're gonna lose 20. And okay, let's say you stay. Let's say, let's say you can endure. You can hold it down. Because when you hold it down, you're gonna have to hold it down in hell. You know when they say you're gonna hold it down, you gotta hold it down in hell. That's why they say, I want a woman that could hold it down all the way in hell. Right? You're gonna have to be the cleanup crew. You're gonna have to be the CNA. Now you're gonna have to start cleaning up after this person because you can also be someone that wants to show society, right? You want to show society that I made it. You want to look like the good girl. You want to look like I'm a great person. I'm a great even though I cheated, I'm a good girl. Like I'm this was all because of love. It was all because of love. Okay? I love you. I love you. Want to show everybody, I love you. I love you. You're the one that I adore. Right? So now you're going to stay. You're going to shut up. You're going to stay. Now, when they get sick, you're gonna be the person that's gonna have to call all the doctor's appointments, and they're gonna be very needy. They're not gonna even respect you for staying, by the way. Okay, you're gonna call the doctor's appointments. You're gonna bring him to the doctor. You're gonna turn him around in the bed. You know, turn every 2 hours. Then you gotta deal with his kids that don't like you, right? Oh my God. And God forbid you didn't marry that man. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. If you didn't marry him and you still tolerating, Jesus. Then I, at least if you married him, you would get some money for your labor. But no, you don't marry. When he needs money, you help him with his children. Oh Lord Jesus. You're not married. Now when he need help with alimony and everything, you help him with his children. When he like, babe, can I borrow $1,000? You're that one. You know, you helping him with job applications. You know what I'm saying? And when he die, he not gonna leave you nothing. Oh my God, you are dumb. Yo, when I was watching Gabby talk about how she got all these responsibilities and she has bills, I was looking at her like, so you eating boo boo and caca, you taking care of his kids by another mother, picking them up, you going to festivals, you going to penis festivals, all that, and you still paying money. Wow, it's like the worst way to be a prostitute. It's the worst kind of prostitute. At least prostitutes get paid. Let me tell you something. Prostitutes will get paid. Strippers, they will get paid. They will make sure they got their money. See, and that's because she came in as a mistress mindset. This is the mindset of a mistress, okay? When you come in on a mistress mindset, I got this mindset, right? You're going to do all that stuff. You're going to bend over backwards and you still going to pay money. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You have to be dumb. You can't be that dumb. Are you really that dumb? You really that stupid? I won't pay. I'm not paying nothing. But then again, for her to get that, right, for her to win the prize, she had to petition to be the fool. She had to petition to be the jester in the jester's court. So since she put him up on a pedestal as the king, you are now the jester, right? And you're begging to be the jester that's chosen for the jester's courts. You haven't chosen to be the jester for the jester's courts. What the hell? What the hell are you thinking? Like, ooh, I mean, yeah, they're not gonna be together. They're not gonna be together. And if they are, she gonna be in hell. Either way, I know Dwayne Wade's first wife is laughing because I'm laughing. I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm laughing, and the problem is, as the first wife, you're laughing, but you're unlaughing, because unfortunately, you share genetic material with that person, right? Um, Unfortunately, Dwayne Wade's first wife has to deal with a child that has been emotionally groomed, abused, guided into a life of confusion. And this is where you lose as the wife, the first wife, the loyal wife that was there. And this is why I say you have to pray that your child escapes un untainted because their innocence has been robbed. See, men like this are used to grooming. That's what they do. They groom people. So the same way they groom the woman and the multiple women that are thereafter that they, get with, or men, is the same way they groom their child into accepting certain things, whatever the thing is, for their pleasure and for their happiness. Because everybody in the mind, especially of, I feel like black men, because we say this whole king thing. I don't want to hear nothing about no kings. Okay, I just can't. But because there's this feeling of I'm king, I rule, they feel like even their child should be groomed into whatever lifestyle and they should shut up and take it. And this is why I say you can never love the child of a woman that you didn't like. Thank you for listening to my channel. Bye.